Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
Well, there we go. Welcome in, boys.
Well, hello.
It is once again Tuesday night, and it is the Guitarsenal. And what is it? 9:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on March 17th, 2026, the day after Wolfgang Van Halen's birthday, where he turned, 35?
More importantly, it's St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day, yes. Who else had a birthday yesterday? Nancy Wilson from Heart.
What is she, about 110 now?
I think she's, 73? Something like that. She's getting up there a little bit. But welcome in. So, once again.
Oh, Tommy's saying who died? Officer O'Connor.
I don't know who that is.
He's a local state trooper.
Yeah.
I thought it was someone famous, Tommy. Sorry about your loss.
So
Tommy
we've got
goes to church.
Learn
new stuff every day.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We got 40,000 in the chat. So
already.
In. It is a night of a Guitarsenal talk, which will be about what we don't know. But let's say thank you to our channel members that we've got. We do have channel membership available on the channel. There's a join button over there somewhere. It does help us to keep doing what we're doing here. Keeps the lights on, strings and things. So I want to say thank you to our channel members, all channel members, old and new. So thank you very much. Also those that have donated and gifted memberships, we thank you guys for that. And just everybody that's here in the chat. We appreciate everybody being here and supporting us.
Love y'all.
And speaking of the chat, let's zipper it open and see who pops out. First that I see is Stu Petty. Stu Petty. Does that mean that he gets upset about small things? He stews about the petty things?
Petty
Who knows?
bastard.
Maybe. Things that make you go.
Or maybe he quite enjoys stew.
Could be. Could be. Yeah. We got channel member Dartboard is here. Where's Earl? Brother? I don't know. Hadn't seen Earl. Yeah, he wasn't first one commenting. We'll see. Maybe he's down the line there. Channel member Rob Blackmore,
Robbie
the official.
Boy.
Welcome in, Robbie. We got channel member Chuck C is here hanging out with us. Right on. Hey, look at there. There's E. coli. Have you guys heard Angine de Porcine? No.
I have not. No.
He also says, for your information, Valiant guitars have a unique nut design that is made of bell bronze, allowing you to fine-tune your setup with individual screws to adjust your string height at the nut. Way cool.
My God, I'm so glad you said bell bronze and not bell brass. Bell brass isn't real.
We have channel member Joe Christian is here.
One of our many Joes.
One of. We also have channel member Cushman NYC is here. Good to see Cush. We also have the one, the only channel member, Dr. Kramer Dan Gorman is in the house. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it. Dennis says it's great to be here. I missed a couple of streams. My bad. You're right. It is your bad. Welcome back. I don't know what it is tonight, Randy, but your guitar sounds like shit. Let's see. Who else we got?
Everything sounds like shit.
We got Wayne McConnell is here having some homemade pizza. Right on. Let's see. Everyone pisses on the Blarney Stone, so no Earl haven't kissed it. I was reading something about the Blarney Stone that people go and they kiss. I'm like, who would want to kiss something that everybody else has kissed and rubbed on and scraped their balls on? Who knows?
We have a Blarney Stone here in Vancouver.
A Barney Stone?
Blarney.
Is it big and 7 feet tall and purple?
No, that's my penis.
he'll be here all night, everybody.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Making bad jokes.
Let's see. Who else do we have? Mark Spurgeon is here saying howdy to the crew.
Hey, Mark.
I guess I hurt Randy's feelings and he left.
He's probably just going to do a restart.
Do a reboot, yeah. We got Brian. Brian Peterson is here.
Brian
Welcome
Peterson.
in. Let's see. Who else? Papa Blue is here. Good to see you, Papa.
Hey, Papa.
And speaking of Blue, we also have Blue Mox, Skid Mox. What the heck is going on in the Guitar Nerd Central? Just chilling, hanging out. Saying hello to 43,000 people in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
One of which is a Daniel, a Barry, a Sports Highlights channel member. Good to see you. Welcome in. Appreciate you coming back. We've got
sir.
Scotty Brockway is here. Welcome in, Scott.
Splatter.
His free membership expired. Let's see. We got Rock Daddy is here saying hello. Good to see you, Rock.
Rock Daddy.
Channel member searching for tone is here. Says howdy to
Well,
you.
howdy.
Let's see. Who else do we got? Hey, look at there. We got Cindy Z is here.
How you
Good to see
doing?
Cindy. I've been rewatching Friends.
Yeah. Did it
Yeah.
hold up okay?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
That's good.
You know, you got to go probably at least a good year in between watching, though. You know, especially since you get to binge watch the whole thing. So, got to give it a little time. But yeah. Let's see. Who have I missed? Channel member Cucumber, CMBR,
Cucumber.
chilling with us. Right on. There's No Man's Land. Heard you missed us. We're back. That's right. And looky here, Kurt, 5150. He's here for the summer nights. Probably not going to happen tonight, but we appreciate you being here, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of nights, Kurt and his crew are on tomorrow night, Wednesday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Under the Bus Network. There's a link down in the description. Make sure you check those boys out.
Proper lunatics. Love
I
them.
really think, you know, each week they dedicate a card to something.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, really think that they need to dedicate a week to picking on Quentin. You know, some kind of card with all the montage of all of the memes and what we've done to Quentin, and tease him about his old man eyeballs and all that good stuff. But hey, you know, that's just an idea. Let's see. Scrolling. Who else? Channel member, a Greasy, a Monkey, a Guitars is here. Thank goodness. Did we say hey to channel member Joe Christian?
Brother Joe.
And let's see. And there is Bent Tom talking about rest in peace to Officer O'Connor. He was one of our local state troopers from a church whose daughter went to school where I work. Condolences to the O'Connor family.
Mm-hmm.
Wall of Cries is here. I'm only here for Quentin James. See,
That's
he would
fair.
watch that show tomorrow if they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
He'll watch
you know,
it no
just
matter what.
just an idea. Oh, look at here. Speaking of which, we got channel member Mars 6433, otherwise known as Quentin. He's here to listen. He can't see the screen, but he's here to at least listen and hear what good guitar tone is. Let's see.
Not mine tonight, apparently.
We've got Rene Fernandez is here with us tonight. Always respects to all of you and some hugs. Well, thank you for being here, Rene. We appreciate you.
Awesome, dude.
Tom says it made national news. He was shot to death from a traffic stop.
That sucks.
That sucks. Sucks. We got Dory McWoman is here. Howdy. Wishing everyone a good
Dory.
new GOT. Game of Thrones.
Don't know.
Tom says, why is it weird I go to church?
Whatever
He's,
you like, man. It's all.
He's teasing you. Let's see. Many sides. Let's see. Who else? We got Owlman, otherwise known as CLS, Christopher Lapsova. Says, wait, Ryan's not a jug store cowboy with a pocket full of singles? Not tonight. Tom says, miss seeing you guys. I've been having to hold down the fort as the rest of my family's in England for the last 2 weeks. Well, welcome in, man. Welcome back.
It's great to have you here every time you come, Tommy.
Mr. Colai says it's Andy Wood's birthday today. His live from the woodshed was killer today. I didn't know his birthday was today.
Damn fine pickups too, if I do say so.
Right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Let's see. He also did a pretty good wet, dry, wet board that he set up. Yeah, it's good stuff. I wish we had vendors around here that did that kind of stuff. You know, I guess he's in Nashville, right?
Is
Or
he in
somewhere
Nashville?
around there.
He's in Nashville.
Knoxville. So close enough. But they got all those sound design engineer places there that you can go into and say, build this for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kurt says, John Shane, what's up, my brother?
Everything's
Channel
good,
member
brother.
Guitar Man 45, Bo is here.
Brother Bo.
Good to see Bo. Who else do we got? There he is. Zach Thong is here. Good to see
Brother
Zach.
Zach.
And let's see. We got lots in the chat tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see everybody. We said hey to Brian. We got Joe Alba. He's talking about the Barney Stones.
My brother from another mother.
That's when Barney didn't drink enough water and he got Barney Stones. So
They purple.
it's like kissing your local hooker. Oh,
Correct.
kissing the Blarney Stone.
Exactly.
Like kissing that wall.
Kurt says it again. John Shane, what's up, my brother? Tom says even when Randy sound is like shit, his playing still sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
It may
I
be
agree.
better now.
Look here, we got Mr. Mick with us. We haven't seen Mr. Mick in a while. Welcome back in,
Shaking,
sir.
Mr.
What's up, dude?
What is going on? Let's see. Kurt says, thanks, boys. You're welcome. Quentin, oh dear Lord.
Of course.
Yep. And see, Kurt says, good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Look at here. Channel member Matt McCullum is here. Good to see you, Matt. Let's see. Who else is here? We got channel member Rad Brad. Everybody's piling in.
Brad.
Let's see. Who else do we got? Getting down near the end here. We have Wandering 162 says hello. And let's see. Joe says, happy Aaron, go brawless to all. You know, I'd be down for that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody went brawless.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. My phone changed my words. Wishing you all a good night. There we go. I don't know. I kind
Christmas yet.
I kind of like the wishing us all a new Game of Thrones.
Never seen it.
Jimmy Ball Shorts. Jimmy is not here. Evidently, he had a run in with a McDonald's tray or something. So,
He's got a job now.
does he?
So
Look at here, boys.
He's
We
waiting
got
for us
channel
to
member
post bail on the guy.
Super Chef number 1, otherwise known as Charles Verde. Welcome in, Charles. Let's see. Scrolling. Who else do we have? Bo says, hey, fellas, got to hang with Lita Ford Saturday at the Token Lounge. Such a great woman. Real badass rocker. Lots of fun. I bet she is.
Went to the party last
Speaking of lots of fun, we've got our favorite firefighter from Chattanooga number 5, Andy Carson. Good to see you, sir. Welcome in. And just kicking the door down is channel member 40, Grit Guitars, Mike. I thought you guys were on at 7. What's going on?
in what is it, Central Time? We're in
Central
7?
Time would be 6:15ish, 6:20ish.
No, that's specific.
Central Time would be 8:50.
Oh, that's right. Central Time. I'm talking what his specific time over there. Yeah. Let's see. What else is going on? Scott says $700 is way too much. I don't know what for,
It's a lot of cabbage
but
for nothing.
it's a lot of dough. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom is agreeing 100%. Pricing on those better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they must be talking about something further in the chat. I didn't catch.
Assuming
King
a pedal.
tremolos.
Oh, right. Wasn't that what was on the PV Wolfgangs? It was made by Ping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's who makes the FU tone ones too.
Doesn't
Is it
everybody
now?
dislike those for some reason, or is that just a
Scotty don't like the old Strat trim ones or junk.
Hmm.
No, Darren, I did not use a volume pedal. I've never owned a volume pedal. So
No, that's its own special thing to actually properly use a volume pedal. Just goes against everything I've known. But Mark
So-
Knopfler does
See,
a hell of a job with it.
So I had
Earl-
my
Hang on. Earl really wants us to check out Valiant Guitars, high-end custom guitars made in the Ukraine. Is
Not
Ukraine
gonna
still in operation?
Ordering
right
anything
now?
from there quite
Right. It'd have a massive tariff on it or something.
I'll get them to ship it through Iran.
Rob wants to know, did you guys see the Michael Schenker Gibson Custom Shop 71V? I have not.
Sure.
I have
I
not.
bet it's black and white.
Let's see. 40 Grit was shopping at Zim's today.
Nice.
Cool.
We'll have to check out his next live and see what he bought. Let's see. All right, so we're caught up with the chat. Sorry, Randy, to have interrupted you. What you got?
I had my hot tone hooked via USB to the computer where I was doing some tweaking, and if I leave it hooked in USB
It bleeds
and
off your tone.
and I turn it on before I turn the Roadcaster on and come into EV Mux, it like it does all kinds of wonky shit.
So there was something different.
Yeah,
Give us a couple of chords.
I don't know. It may be still shit. I don't know. Everything's really trebly in my ears tonight. So
Pretend that Dan Gorman just came into the chat. That's better.
It is better, but it almost sounds like you're miking it.
Yeah, it sounds like it's off in a
Your
yeah.
mic's a little far
in
back.
a, in a
Who
tool
gives a
shed
shit?
or
We're
something.
not-
Yeah,
we're not
who
here to
cares?
jam tonight.
Yeah, we're not jam. Yeah. Let's see. Zach says, Ryan, John, Randy, do you guys want to have a good laugh? Absolutely.
We do.
Absolutely. Throw it in
Always
the
always
chat
up
there.
for a laugh.
Bent Tom's talking about Valiant guitars. They are cool, but they're expensive to get shipped here, be it Ukrainian. I checked with a woman contact I have in the Ukraine right now, and she said the shipping would be exorbitant.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. New name I haven't seen before. Maybe I've just forgotten it. Speed Mud Engineering 969464. Question for you guys. I'm going to build an isolation cab for miking. What are your speaker preferences? I run where's that? Modulus custom made deep fried marsh bar.
No
Don't
idea
know what that is. But to answer the question, my favorite speakers are the Greenback 25 watts. One of my favorite cabinets, though, is a Friedman 4x12 cabinet that has vintage 30s and the Greenback 25s in it.
Much like this.
There you go. Yep.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So those are my two favorite speakers. But if I had my ruthers, I would go with the Greenback 25.
Something to put a book note in is I'd like to talk to you guys about greenbacks.
Hmm?
But we can get to that in the broader portion of the show.
Okay. Let's see. I've oftentimes thought that myself there, Scotty. It says, too bad Zim won't ship. He's got some cool guitars. And Mike says Zim's ships now, evidently. Okay.
He's a shipper.
Good to know. What the ship? Let's see. Rock Daddy says, I know you took something home. We all know 40 took something home. He can't go guitar shopping without buying something. Let's see. Basically, every Marshall up to JCM 800 with some extra gain stages, all switchable. So that's what his custom made deep fried marsh bar is.
What's that? Is that a speaker? Or?
It's,
Huh?
he
It's the
says
actual unit?
it's his amp. So
Oh,
it's
cool.
basically every Marshall amp up to a JCM 800 with some extra gain stages. Let's see.
Kind of like that.
Yep. Uh-huh. Scott says he always tells me he won't ship. Maybe he just doesn't like you, Scott.
Yeah. Oh, that fucking Scott Broccoli.
Let's see. What else is going on in the chat? Chat is just hopping tonight. Tom, I got my new 1969 Super Bass up and running. It has that total classic 60s, 70s sound.
Cool.
That reminds me of something that I wanted to talk about tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get through the chat here. Let's see. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Right on. You guys keep chatting it up.
It stimulates us, or the
yes.
algorithm.
It would stimulate something. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Andy got something stimulated here. I shipped my pants today.
Yeah, that happens.
Tom says, I also picked up 4 of the rarer G12H25 75 hertz that were only made for orange amps.
Cool.
Interesting. Mr. Joe Alba loves his UK greenback. I also love one of my H75 creambacks, but others have been less consistent. Neo creamback is great too, though. I kind of base mine on the fact that anytime I go into a guitar center or guitar store or something and I'm trying out a head,
Yes.
the head never sounds right to me until I plug it into a cabinet that's got 25 watt greenbacks in it. I don't know. There's just something about them.
Well, it's kind of the quintessential rock cab speaker, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Tom says, I am a speaker whore and I'm getting help. We're glad that you're getting the help that you need. Mr. Carson is about to have a few guitars up for sale soon. Got to thin the herd a little bit.
Aw, what you selling?
I've got several that are for sale. Everybody just has to make me an offer. It's got to be a good offer. And you might be surprised what I'll sell.
11.
Scotty stirring the pudding. If he doesn't want to make money, I mean, that's his choice.
Yeah, you can just take old Scott's money and keep it.
Going on.
Oh. He'll be back. Trust me. 3,
It's
2,
funny.
1.
Y'all said the guitar sounds pushed back tonight.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It sounded pushed back when you had the track, like your guitar and Ryan's guitar, and the track sounded like it was in the other room earlier.
Yeah, it's got to be an EV Mux thing.
It's different every show.
Yep.
Hopefully that was my one and only crash for tonight.
And we'll
Get
see.
it out of the way.
Yep. Let's see. All right. Rob Blackmore, $16,999 for the Schenker Custom Shop. And yes, it's a black and white V.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is quite a bit of money. 40 Grit. Mike, I love my EVH 2x12 cabs. Now, those are a little different variation on the 25 watt. I don't think they're 25 watt anymore. I'd be curious to know what those are rated at. Let's see.
Well, if mine was here, I would tell you.
I can't see it being 25s because a 50 watt rating on a 212 is pretty rare these days.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a Stealth 212 EVH cab, and the stock speakers are sitting in boxes because it's got V30s in it.
120 watts.
Quentin, my
Damn
boogie
right.
cabs, which he doesn't own anymore, had 2 vintage 30s and 2 stock 90 watt boogie speakers. Missed that loud moving ear thing.
Can
I
tell
can
us
see
in
it.
graphic detail about it on your show.
Yeah.
It's either happening right now or tomorrow at some point.
Yeah.
So they
let's
say
see.
the EVH speakers are 20 watts now, which is not possible.
It's not
Wait, you know
buzzable.
what? You are absolutely right. They've always been 20 watts. I don't know why I kept saying 25
How
watts.
the fuck are they 20 watts
Doesn't
when
make
you're
sense.
running to a 100 watt head?
I gotta pee.
Because they just are.
Because they're lying.
Speakers can handle a lot more, you know, and who's really running a 100 watt head at 100 watts? Nobody, unless you're touring. Let's see. Quentin says I have a Gretsch for sale. Well, you've got 47,000 people that have just heard that you have a Gretsch for sale.
Nobody cares. Quentin.
Stu Petty, the EVH greenbacks for me. Right on. Good choice. Greasy Monkey Guitars loves the Neo Creambacks and his 82 JCM 800 2x12. And they make my cab easier to move too. Darboard, it was once said by Jimmy, sonic maximizers are great, just not the pedal. Never the pedal. Can anyone explain?
I'll argue that with Jimmy a little bit because the newer versions of the Sonic Maximizer pedal, the Sonic Stomp, is the exact same chip that's in the rack unit. I think the older Sonic Stomp pedals were
Black one.
the black one and like the first gen of the gray and red pedals. I don't think they were the same chip in them, but all the newer ones are the same chip.
I wouldn't know. I've only used the rack version. Let's see. Mark has been trying heads too. The problem is he's running out of room in his freezer. Let's see. Rad Brad flying out to Detroit tomorrow for a 3-day build class with Bruce
awesome.
Egnator. Should be fun.
Man.
Nice.
Very cool.
And you get an amp out of the deal.
Yeah.
You do.
Do you now?
Yeah. You build your own kit. Isn't that right? Rad Brad?
Well, I imagine if you pay for it. Yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
What's he going to do with it? Somebody, Brad built amp, sell it? No.
Right.
Quentin is asking if we got the new telly to review. I don't know what new telly you're talking about. So I guess that'd be no. The original Sonic Max had completely different analog to digital and digital to analog converters, which would change the sound, but I could be wrong. That's just what I had heard.
Scott, Jimmy is not talking about the Stinger. He is talking about the Sonic Stomp pedal.
Or some woman gives you head. Yes.
Okay, Mr. Carson is advertising here. He's going to sell the Lemon Burst Les Paul, the Sassafras Wolfgang, the Hot for Teacher Wolfgang. HFT, is that Hot for Teacher Wolfgang? What?
Probably.
A Chlorine Burst Wolfgang and Daphne Blue Strat.
That's a little more than a thinning. That's a culling.
I guess this is what Zach had that was funny. On Saturday at 2 a.m., Puppy Badass and I decided to play on a panel. Ed tried to host the track, doors, no sound, thanks to Jimmy, who was in the chat, came up and built us out with a track. Awesome.
Cool.
Jimmy's just nice that way.
Man,
Yeah.
he's one hell of a helpful man.
Absolutely. All right, so Rock Daddy has the definitive answer here. Says they will ship, but Brighton is the one that packs them up and sends them off. He used to work at UPS. Dane says he will ship, but then tells Brad to box it up and send it. So
That's fair.
he's started shipping, I guess. Bent Tom says EVH is lying. They are 25 watt. They just call them 20 watt because Eddie's original speakers were marked 20 watt by Celestion. Even though the selection is in 1968, we're still 25 watt. So there we go. So perhaps that's why I was saying 25 watt. I don't know. Let's see. This just in.
That doesn't
He's
surprise
selling
me.
nothing.
Mike, Porter Grit Guitars. This news just in. I'm selling nothing. I'll have more as that does not develop.
Folds.
Because he's a smart.
Yes. Let's see. Quentin says the kid at McDonald's was arguing about that pedal with Jimmy. Could be.
Jimmy got him sorted though. Don't worry
Yep.
about it.
Yeah, he showed him the tray.
We gotta get Quentin some new material.
I know, right? Well, he's got a little bit of new material. You know, have you seen his post on Facebook where he's got the Temu eye patch on one eye?
Cyclops. Fucking
He's like, he's, you know,
I don't pay
pretending to be
attention
a
to what Quentin tags me in anymore.
pirate in his old age. Is Jimmy sick? Asks Mike. No, I don't believe he is. I think perhaps he's working a bit late. Bo wants to know what year the Lemon Burst is, Andy.
Of course you do.
Rad Brad says, correct. The amp is part of the package. I'm building a 50-watt version. The ones I've heard clips of sound fantastic.
Yeah, Dave
Very
Friedman's
cool.
got nothing but great things to say about that whole experience.
Right on. Very cool. Well, he's kind of buddy with Egnator, right?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
he was a mentor of Dave's.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Rock Daddy says 100-watt heads are my small ones. I have 320-watt all-tube heads that are more fun.
Wow.
You have 320 watt all-tube heads. 4 of those, I need them to practice in my bedroom. I bet. Mike wants to know what pickup is in that, Randy.
This is that Duncan custom shop that I ordered.
Speaking of which, Randy has convinced me to order one as well. It's a JB Antiquity, which is a relic, and it has the rough cast magnet in it. And we're going to plan to maybe do something live when I get that pickup.
That would be very cool if you did, Ryan.
It says it's going to be here next Monday. So
Then I could
Tell him
get
to hurry
Steve to
up.
watch it. Steve to watch it, and then you can do it to mine.
well, when
Steve
they
is smart enough to figure out what the fuck we're doing.
I'm
offer
sure he
free
is.
shipping, it's not always the fastest.
So my question is, could you not order that thing and put a note and say, "Can you make this fucker short-legged?"
I'm sure you can do whatever you want.
It's considered a custom shop order at that point.
And then the price doubles. I guess.
What
Probably.
that's would be what they call a shop floor custom. You can order an Antiquity or whatever with a short leg base plate, but yeah, they consider it a shop floor custom to do
Of course
that.
they do.
How much did that set you back? What the
I'm
JB Antiquity?
I'm surprised that's not
About $10 less than this set me back.
Blue Mox.
exactly. Did you have to finance that, Ryan?
The JB Antiquity, you can get. What did I say?
They're $169.
$169. Yeah. But apparently,
And
it's
that's got the
supposed to
rough
be-
cast, yes.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
the rough
Yeah,
cast
yeah.
and all that on it already. So,
Just got to
So
do your
we'll-
magic to it. And
we'll see how it sounds when it gets here.
5150.
This pickup set me back about $10 more than the Antiquity. It looks cool though. It looks like a screaming demon. Not like you can fucking see the black hex screws, but it looks like a screaming demon. But it is not a screaming demon.
All right. What else did you boys have to talk about? John, you said you had something you wanted to touch on.
Anybody have any experience with creambacks? I've just been looking, and this is translated to the IR world more than me actually buying physical speakers.
It sounds
Well,
like
I heard
Mr. Albert has. So,
My understanding, like the 65 is the one that's been suggested to me. 65. It's just basically a greenback with more oomph behind it. I was just wondering if any of you guys had any experience with that.
no, Joe had posted a little earlier. He was happy with a couple of greenbacks, something or another.
He said a creamback, and then well, maybe if he comes on Saturday, we'll have a.
Yeah, there you go.
I was thinking though, it's been like 3 or 4 days, just for some reason. Push comes to shove. A fair warning.
Mhm.
That is the perfect Van Halen song. Period. It's got everything. Everything. The solo's epic. His rhythm playing's off the fucking.
Well, it's one of the perfect Van Halen songs.
I guess for me, it is.
That's the
And
one
you,
that
you can have Unchained and Mean Streets. Give me that one. That one is just.
that's the one that Dweezil has been working on for some time.
Maybe
He's been
that's
playing it live for like the
Yeah,
last
maybe.
year.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's on my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been tone chasing, and I think he designed a guitar almost around to get kind of the tone for that.
Right.
But yeah, he nails it pretty good. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Everybody just chatting amongst themselves. Got 38,000 still here.
What's Tommy saying? My favorite new speaker, cream, slush and cream and equal not cheap. Yeah, I'm talking IRs, Tommy.
Says the only speakers that they make that I haven't tried would be Fanes and several small brands. Mr. Mick says, Randy, is there no shiny wear marks on that Charvel? I like the look of satin guitar, but don't like the shiny areas after playing one for a while.
This one, when they did these, this is a wild card. It's got a little bit down here by the knob and up here, the forearm contour. Can't really tell because these wild cards were more like a chalk, what they call the chalk finish, so they don't shine up as bad as a normal satin finish.
What kind of finish did you say?
Chalk.
So you're the type of guy that says caulk instead of cock. I need to caulk up these baseboards. No, I need to caulk.
You say chalk, like CHOCK?
Chalk.
Chalk. There's a fucking L in there.
Like a wheel chalk?
Like a wheel chalk?
Chalk. Chalk.
There's a chalk and there's chalk and chalk.
There's a caulk.
Yeah, there is
caulk then.
There is an L in there. Yeah.
AUL is pronounced all. Chalk.
Well, that sounds weird to me.
Caulk.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm the right one.
You say sorry instead of sorry. You say sorry. So.
Sorry, man.
Sorry.
He's sorry, man.
Bent Tom is agreeing. Push comes to shove. Oh, he's not agreeing. Push comes to shove is my favorite Van Halen song.
Yeah, same. Totally, dude. Yeah.
Let's see. Scott says Girl Gone Bad is mine. Right on.
Another banger, right?
Mm-hmm. Girl Gone Bad is number 2 for Tom.
Yep.
Stu Petty just got the Mophie one-step vinyl fair warning, killer sounding. Mophie one-step. I don't know what that means. I see. I'm with you, Mike. It's hard to call a favorite Van Halen song. I mean, it's hard to even call a favorite album. You know, even though everybody knows it's fair warning. But
well, it might not be your favorite, but it's the best.
Let's see. Scotty says Unchained or Hot for Teacher is my second fave. Right on. Yeah, there we go. Rob has it spelled out for you. Chalk.
And you know goddamn well that East Coaster says cock. Let me pull me cock out here. And
we know what he's talking about. Yeah, we know what he's talking about.
Do you like the regular white caulk or the black caulk?
Black cock. Fill my crack with your black cock, please.
Silva says
that was a Saturday night live bit, so we're not getting off the rails yet.
If Michael Anthony doesn't want anything to do with Van Halen and Sammy feels the same way, why do they play Roth songs on the newest tour?
Okay, I can answer that.
Because they're lying. They're lying if they say they don't want anything to do with Van Halen.
Yeah, Michael Anthony's never said he didn't want anything to do with Van Halen that I've ever seen. The reason they're playing Roth songs is for Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey sings lead vocals on the Roth songs. Why the fuck are they playing Joe Satriani fucking Surfing with the Alien?
Because of Joe.
Because of Joe.
What else?
Isn't the drummer? No, sorry. I was going to say
drummer's Kenny Aronoff.
Yeah, wasn't he on the
they go
Roth
play
albums? But
no, they ought to play like some John Mellencamp songs for Kenny Aronoff.
Mike calls it as he sees it. That Hagar Vegas thing is an abortion.
I'm not going to argue with him on that.
I'm not going to argue that either.
I watched them play 5150 the other night, and Aronoff fucked up.
The Best of All Worlds tour, I thought was going to be just, I mean, I get it, but
DeRaps doesn't put asses in fucking in amphitheater seats, Scott. Satch does.
Mm-hmm.
everybody and their brothers like so and so on the internet plays Van Halen better than Satch. They don't put butts in seats. Sorry.
Well, even this Nowicki guy that's playing with him, everybody's like, yeah, he plays that really good, but I guarantee you, if he played every song, that nobody would come to see him.
He fucked it up when he played with him the other night.
I saw that. Got out of time a little bit.
Which I don't know how he was. That whole thing was he was supposed to take his Steinberger and do Summer Nights, but instead he ended up doing 5150.
Could he do the harmonics in the second verse?
Of course he did.
I think there's something possibly happening tonight.
Tonight!
So we might see some news about tonight.
DeRap's just finished a tour, but he still don't put butts in seats at fucking amphitheaters and in Vegas. He's playing like 200 seat clubs.
You know, my thought is on the whole thing is they're old men having fun doing it. I think their heart's in the right place because none of them need money. None of them. And they're having fun doing it. You want to go see it? God bless you. I have no particular interest in it.
That's what I say. Just not for me.
That fucking Sammy, you got to give it to him, man. How old is he now? Almost 80.
Almost 80.
I guarantee you, though, if I got a phone call and they said, "Hey, Sammy saw you playing Summer Nights, so you want to come play?" I'd be like, "Yes."
Of course, yeah.
You know, so therefore, that explains why they're doing it. They're having fun doing it. So. It doesn't mean that we all have to go and watch it.
It's like all the people that went.
I don't want to calm down, Scott.
After he went, he got kicked out of Van Halen. It's the terrible albums. In my opinion, there were some pretty terrible albums he did, but people, they love that shit. And it's part of the vibe. And he's having a great time. What's wrong with it? Nobody's getting hurt.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't sound like Van Halen. Van Halen ended in fucking pick your year.
Yeah.
Before the Legacy Act thing came in. But
Mike says, I was excited to hear Mine All Mine until I heard Joe playing it.
That's pretty fucking bad, dude.
Was it bad?
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
Well, it's tuned down a whole fucking step, and then you got Joe playing it like Joe.
He squares a lot of that stuff up, I know I heard something on Instagram. They were playing... what's the one that they opened up New Haven with? Sammy.
One Way to Rock.
One Way to Rock.
And it's like, come on, Joe. Just fucking do it. Do something, man. Just fucking do something.
Yep.
Man. Nope.
See, that's what I always thought, too, is when, I listened to Live Without a Net.
Yeah.
And you heard some of the Sammy tunes, and you're like, okay, well, let me go check out some of his stuff, because I hadn't heard him back then until he. So you go and you listen to his version of it, you're like, yeah,
this is fucking terrible.
Sucks. It really, really, really was so much better with what, coloration that Ed was putting on it.
The best Sammy solo album was the one he did after 5150.
Right?
With that Eddie played bass on.
Give to Live.
Yeah. Boys Night Out.
Was that the name of the album? Was it Give to Live? I think something like that.
I never said goodbye.
Never Say Goodbye.
Oh, Never Say Goodbye. Give to Live was a song that was on there.
Hands and Knees is the best track on that album.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's because the Van Halen boys are in the video.
I didn't even see them.
Channel member Joe. Mean Joe
McGraw
is here. How's it going, fellas? It's going good, man. Welcome in. Let's see.
New Halen.
Why is no one doing any Van Sharon tunes?
I still maintain that some of Eddie's best rhythm playing is on that album, man.
One of the best songs ever came off of that.
Your guitar sounds like shit.
The old Fire in the Hole. I don't doubt it.
No, we're all sounding rough tonight.
Yeah,
There's some seriously underrated
something going on because
that
your shit's usually just bam in your face, and it's not.
Yeah, so it must be something with Evie Mux tonight. Well, it's a good thing it's not a jam night. Let's see.
We do it anyway.
Gary Sharon doesn't put asses in seats either.
Good call,
No.
Scotty. Good call.
I hear
Quentin.
Mitch Malloy's free.
This is tomorrow. He wants to talk about his cataract
You
surgery.
do that on your time, Q.
Just join up with the Under the Bus Boys tomorrow. They're going to do a special.
Yeah, they'll welcome you.
It's an after school special on what happens when you get old.
I tell you what, though, talking about fuck you, Quentin. Talking about One Way to Rock from Live Violinette, my favorite Ed lick in that version is that fucking where he's like, I don't know why, but I fucking love that fill he does there.
It's perfect. It fits the song perfect.
It adds to the song. You know? Hard to top Ed's One Way to Rock on right here, right now.
Pretty fucking phenomenal, eh?
Yep.
Right from the beginning to the end of that one. I remember the first time I saw it, I'm like, fuck right off.
Right.
So fucking good.
My favorite on I Never Said Goodbye is Back Into You.
That's a great tune too.
I liked Winter Takes All from that
Yeah, that's a
fucking
good one.
shitty over the top movie.
Yep. I love the verse section.
Tom says his normal tone is phenomenal tonight. Everyone's tone sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like real trebly and like you said, pushed back.
Well, it sounds fine in my ears.
Yeah,
that's
mine
really all
sounds
that
fine in my
matters.
ears. So
Yeah.
fuck y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
What I hear sounds good.
Let me check some of our audio settings real quick then. Nope, that's all set to high resolution audio, stereo,
Yep.
advanced.
What kind of fucking horse shit is this?
Yeah, I don't see anything that's changed as far as our settings for here. All right, let's see. Whoops. Anyone else find it ironic that Ed loved Montrose? Well,
Oh.
Did Ed actually ever say that he loved Montrose?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. To the point that when they did Van Halen 1, he was wanting to use Ronnie Montrose's amp.
Interesting.
I
And then
think he was a fan of Ed and Ronnie, right?
Who?
Ronnie Montrose. Edward was a fan of
Yes.
Sam.
Ed liked
yeah.
Ed liked the guitar tone on that first Montrose record, and he asked Ted Templeman if there's any way they could get a hold of Ronnie's amp to do Van Halen 1 with. And Ronnie had already sold the amp. So, and I found this out watching the Sunset Sound roundtable things, the one with Doug Messenger. Doug Messenger owned the amp.
I agree. That's exactly how Randy's tone sounded. Line 6, pod tone. Yep. I love Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Hager belts that out well.
I like that song where he's from like the late 70s where he's on top of the pops looking like fucking Andy Gibb.
There was something about those kind of titties back at those times. They're different today.
They were natural.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. Tom says, Randy, since you might be the guy that might know whatever happened to the purple Marshall Super Lead that Warren DeMartini had that Eddie Van Halen tried to buy for an exorbitant amount of money.
I have no idea. That was the amp that Warren supposedly hated there for a minute until he found out otherwise.
All right, so that was something else I wanted to talk about tonight.
Warren DeMartini?
Amplification.
No. Speaking of amps,
Yes, sir.
have you guys seen the YouTube thing where Guitar Center Nashville had someone bring in and sell them an amp? Well,
Yes.
they didn't actually sell it to them. They brought it in. And they're like, we're going to be custodians of this and help you sell it.
Yes. I saw who bought it.
It was the Marshall Super Lead 68 Super Lead that was one serial number away from Ed's.
Yeah, it was the next one in line.
Yeah, it was the next one after his. So they made a big, huge stink about it being that close in serial number, and they were playing it, and
And they had
they were
Philip
doing
Schaus come in. with
Van
his-
Halen licks and this and that. And to me, it just sounded like some dude playing through a loud Marshall, However, I can see that, okay, they just used whatever parts they had at the time. And at that time, those two together would have had the best probability of having the same exact parts in them, right? So I'll let Randy take over the story so he can tell you who now has that amp.
That would be Richie Faulkner, Judas Priest, is now the owner of that amp.
Which is the son-in-law of George Lynch. Yeah.
What's
So
the lineage on the amp? Where did it come from?
It came from, I don't guess he was super popular, but it was some artist that had it and he had played with it. I can't remember his name, but if you watch the video of where they've got it at Guitar Center, they talk about him for a minute.
Yep.
But
They had Philip Schaus of Accept was the dude in there playing it on the first video. And then old Derek Masters of Shred and Tony Higbee went and delivered it to Richie Faulkner.
mm-hmm.
And I
Ben
guess
Tom says he used to own 12037. What was the serial of Ed's?
that was like 5 or 6 up from Ed's.
And my idiot ass sold it for $3,000.
Wonder what that's worth these days. I guess Randy's gonna tell us.
They never
I don't know.
disclosed what it was sold for, but I'm sure that it was an
I do
exorbitant
know.
amount.
I do know.
Do
because
you?
Well, my buddy Anthony he lived in Nashville and was in that scene for a few years, and he's really good buddies with Dion Edge, who's like the lead tech at that Guitar Center, and he also
And
knows
He's the one that purchased my
right
Axis
your Axis EX,
EX. Yes.
and he's also pretty good buddies with Tony Higbee, who was the guy in the video, both videos. And he told me Sunday that that Richie bought that amp for $25,000.
That's
Yeah,
not
that doesn't-
obscene.
Doesn't surprise me. That's a little obscene.
Not for an old Plexi.
I just thought it was interesting that it was the first real Plexi that Richie has ever owned. He said he'd only ever owned reissues.
Right.
And then there was a bunch of banter about him teasing George about it. And George told him that amp sucked. Don't buy it. But let me know how much you paid for it. And when you're ready to sell it, I'll take it.
Right. Mike says, F that amp. Didn't sound that great to me. I kind of agree with you. But
It sounded better with Richie playing it. To me.
Tom used
Richie
to
had
have
a
a whole
Klon
stack
in front of it.
Right. Brad pipes up and he says it sounded like ass when Meathead made his video of it in Guitar Center. He had the channels jumpered.
Jumped. Yeah, when Richie played it, he didn't jump the channels, but he did stick a Klon in front of it.
Let's see. 12301 was Ed's, says Red Brad.
This one's 12302.
302 then. Yep. 50K mid pot, according to Dave Friedman.
Yep.
Mike says that was about 22,000 too much.
Right.
Tom says everyone thinks that Billy Gibbons has the largest and most valuable guitar collection, but that's not true at all. Ziff brothers do.
You think they've got more shit than Bonamassa?
More valuable.
I mean, how many burst Les Pauls does Bonamassa have that ranges from $250,000 to $500,000? Plus all them old fucking 50 Strats and no casters and Esquire. Fuck that guy.
He's the perfect example of having FU money,
But
because
he's also the perfect example of a guy that treats that old shit properly.
right. And he's one that knows that he has them because it's just because he has FU money. Because he was playing, he says, all right, let's put this to rest. He says, let me see your Les Paul over there. So the guy gets the Les Paul off the wall and he says,
The No
So,
Cover Charge podcast.
he says, yeah. He says, we have this 1959 Les Paul here, which is worth quite a substantial amount of money. And he plays it a little bit. And then he says, then we have this, this Les Paul
57.
standard here, which is worth $2,200 or $2,500 or something like that. And he plays it. And he says, they both sound great. And he says, but this one, he talks about just how it has a feel or something to it. He says, and it's minute amount, but
$218,000 better. I don't think
exactly. So
The Ursay collection is not bigger. He just has all the celebrity owned shit. Well, had because he's fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was hilarious that Gilmore's Blackstrat sold for 14-something million after premium, and then Mike Eldred posts a fucking picture of it with a pick guard off of it. It's like, imagine spending $14 million on a Strat, and this is what it looks like under the pick guard.
Mm-hmm. Have spider webs and all that in it.
No, fuck that. The whole body, like the neck pickup route's still there, and then it's like half a swimming pool route all the way down, and then that shitty refilled in Kaler route that he had.
Mm-hmm.
That guitar is like just fucking. It's like
not like he's buying it to play it.
Well, that was the one
status.
thing cool about Ursay is he toured all that shit and let big people come out and fucking play the shit, and its concerts are free. So
That's awesome.
Lynch is playing through Gower and Friedman modified JCM 800s. And he is using, this is where everyone gets all fucky about it. He's got a TSL, JCM
cleans.
2000 TSL for cleans.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody the other night said some shit about, well, he wasn't using that. It's the other guy, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, the fuck he was. The other dude was playing through a Helix. He's got an insert loop in the Gower 800, and the TSL is running the preamp section into it for a clean channel.
Whatever works.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, boys, 10:30 my time.
Damn, is it really?
I've got work tomorrow, so
I've
I'm
got
ready
an
to
all-day
wrap it up.
meeting tomorrow.
There you go. Let's see what's Tommy's saying here. I think if I was touring on the road, I'd be more worried about consistency than if I had the best sounding amp.
That's true.
That's the thing though. I was never a touring musician, but I did play in different venues, and each venue you go to, your same stuff sounds different.
Yeah.
So Tommy's ex-wife cataloged the Ziff Brothers shit. All their equipment. Apparently they have an employee that they pay over six figures just to take care of that shit. Their collection's over 100 million.
Wow.
Well,
But you have
That's-
some pretty goddamn good fire insurance, huh?
That's called fuck you money.
mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
See, that's why the grid lord won't let me win the lottery, because he knows I'll spend it on shit like that.
But, who cares? What's one thing that's popular that people purchase that have gobs and gobs of money
Cocaine.
that
Sports cars and shit.
that even if you had the money, you would be like, no, I'm not buying that.
Oh, fuck. Pretty much
So-
everything.
Yeah, some
I'm
giant fucking mega mansion. I'm out.
Yeah. Yep.
No, I would probably have a really nice.
I mean, I
Well,
would
it'd
have
be
a nice house
Yeah, but it's
I
not
don't-
going to be 32 rooms and
with a
13
bowling alley
bathrooms
and 14
That's
swimming
Yes,
pools.
screw all
No,
that.
it's going to have
Yeah.
a nice studio in it, and
exactly.
that's
A
it.
nice live room.
Maybe
or
an
something.
indoor gun range.
That
The
would be
thing
cool.
is it's going to be on like 500 acres, and I'll have me a nice outdoor one too.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan, but I have to move to the States because fucking people up here are crazy.
But I mean, people that have money that buy like Bugattis,
Yeah.
it's why?
Right.
You're going to spend $3
The
million
argument-
on
yeah,
a car,
Yeah, but
and then
in 5 years it's worth 10. So
Acquaintances.
but then
Kyle.
when you need new tires, it's what, $25,000 per
50,
tire.
yeah.
You know,
You remember that? We've got that heating and air company that the guy I send y'all pictures of all the cars the owner buys.
yeah.
That Ferrari had a tick in the engine, so they took it to Ferrari, and Ferrari put a new engine in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was not warranty.
Mm,
$123,000.
that's crazy.
Yep.
Freedom Grower. That sounds like, never mind. Sports car that is expensive to fix. Big no. Yep.
Hell, your
I would
basic car's expensive to fix now.
If I had fuck you money, I would have some nice cars.
Now here's an idea, Mike. I would duplicate 5150 in my backyard.
Do that too.
Yep.
You know what
Call it
the
Wolfgang. I
fuck
need
you
the
money
blueprints.
represents more than anything is just freedom.
Mm,
Period. Right? It's not so much what you could. Who cares about shit? I mean, you want it,
Right.
you buy it. Who cares?
Yep.
But having the
And the older you get, you start realizing that I don't have a limited time with this stuff anyway.
That's right.
Right.
You know?
Or to get to do using it, or
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, I'd have a massive guitar collection in a nice studio
that's true.
and a modest home on a fuck ton of land.
But I guess the
A
same
compound, if you will.
Same point though is if you've got all these gobs of money, you got to do something with it, right? So, who knows what you would buy?
Not
That's
taxes.
that's a good thought experiment, maybe for a little earlier in the show. Could have some fun with that in the chat too.
Sova says, hell yeah, John, if I had FU money, I'd drive an F1 around town.
Fucking rights, I would. I'd have a track, is what I would have.
I was going to say I'd probably have a motorcycle track, and then have all kind of motorcycles.
I would buy Spa Francorchamps. That's what I would do.
I would have fucking 24 karat gold toilet.
You'd have the grill all 24 karat.
No, I'm not that fucking stupid. And things destroy your teeth.
Platinum
Yeah.
is what you'd have.
If you got millions, who cares? I just buy new teeth.
There you go. All right, everybody, we're going to get out of here. Appreciate you boys coming on and chatting. Everybody in the chat, thanks for showing up.
I don't like the community enough to do that. Sorry.
For growing, fuck that.
Donated to community growing project for Press by Dynamic Produce. Blue Mox used to burn up a set of tires on the crotch rockets late 90s, early 2000s on a weekend. Guitars are cheap and they don't blow up. That is true. That was the most expensive thing about
relative, right?
racing was the freaking tires. It's like $450 for a set of race tires, and you get, I don't know, 25, 30 laps out of them.
It's funny. My wife, she's usually been pretty good about me getting this really nice gear, and her rationale is, look, you're not into cars. You're not, have a classic out in the garage that you're rebuilding, frame off, restoration, minor, and compared to some hobbies that old men have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, so we will see everybody Saturday night.
Saturday night.
No, Saturday.
What's
night
bullshit, Sova?
for the OU Crew Tavern Saturday night jam.
Yes.
Scotty talking about buying a limo and having Q as his driver. Are you sure you would want to do that? He
No,
pisses
sure.
on the steering wheel.
Now that might be something that I would buy, like an '80s, maybe early '90s Ferrari Testarossa.
Yeah. Go.
I've always loved those. So I don't know. Who knows? It's good to see you as well tonight, man. Everybody in the chat.
dude.
Nice show. Good.
Yeah.
Nice people. Nice chat.
Absolutely.
It feels good because we're here. It feels good because we're leaving.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It was real and it was fun, but it wasn't real fun. All right, everybody. We'll see you on Saturday night. And until then, we'll just say peace out Later. See ya. Hasta la vista. Bye bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Till next time. What is it that Ed always says?
Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right?